What's going on, everybody? I'm just trying to increase the brightness here. Let's see. Ooh, that's flash. Ooh, that's gonna kill batteries so hard. Let's see if flash is really needed. Hi, little baby. We got a little screamer. I haven't caught them screaming in a while. I guess flash would be good. I'll have to keep an eye on my battery levels and see. This is super late. I am not expecting anyone to actually be watching this live unless they're on the other side of the world. But happy Easter, y'all. I'm going to be cleaning a few babies before heading to bed. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. But while I do that, I figured I would do a live stream. I did a pretty cool live stream earlier tonight, which was called Geckos and Gaming. And that one was a clown giant blood het radar. Pretty cool. Comes from the Norman Davis Legacy line. So that's nice. Hi, little baby. The little babies are always a little hard to catch. Oh, we got someone in here live. So there's little baby. Put them off to the side. Basically, you'll get a really good idea too of like how I clean. So this baby, he could get upgraded to a white lid tub. So if there's like stuck poo or something like that, I like to just give it a little scrape. Boom, gone. Geckos don't need like F10 or any chemicals or anything like that. Just I use like water to wipe away any like poo stains or something. If you really want to get fancy, you could use vinegar. But for the most part, a little bit of scent in their cage as well is not going to hurt them. It'll just make them feel at home. So there you can kind of see how I did the humid hide, how we do the water, and then I'm going to upgrade this little one to a white bowl. Let me see if I can actually see who's in here based on chat. Okay, so with the white bowl, we're going to give for that size gecko, let's actually do mediums. I got mediums. Why not do mediums? I usually do mediums for any geckos that are like a little smaller or any geckos that are like 2 to 3 weeks, like 3 weeks or under old. Just to make it a little easier on them to consume. There was a time when I gave all babies larges right from the start. But then, especially when you're hatching black knights and stuff that tend to be like 25% smaller than an average leopard gecko sometimes, or, 15 to 20% smaller, you want to have smaller prey item. I think it just helps them to get started a little easier. I see some people that start on like 1/4 inch or like small mealworms. I think that's a little bit too small personally. I think mediums are perfectly fine. So this one, oh, this one also is a clown giant blood het radar, and so you can see the difference between this one and the last one. The color difference is pretty crazy. So the last one will most likely be the hold back one if I choose to hold any back. This one's on our watch list. It's a little bit small for its size, so I'm going to put that sticker over there. And ooh, pretty nice looking gecko. This is a Black Knight Blizzard, and it looks like it's snow, but there is no snow in this pairing, even though it looks like it's snow. And I've heard from other breeders, and I've also seen this myself now quite a few times, that sometimes the geckos will just look snow, even though they're not snow. It's super interesting. Now, of course, that one could always be snow, maybe a spontaneous mutation or something like that, but I can guarantee there's no snow in that pairing. So Ooh, here you'll get to see kind of how we do the paper towel too. So a little spray, just a light spray, rip it and stick it. Wrap it around the bowl. Rip it, stick it, wrap it. Spray it, bop it, buy it. There we go. And this one, I'm not going to give him. We have smaller water bowls that we could use too. Sometimes I give these in addition, but I'm not going to do that for this little one. I am, however, did I throw the food bowl away? I must have. But I am going to just keep this one with the smaller food bowl. Again, it's a black knight. It's a little bit smaller than average, the way it's growing and everything, but should be perfectly fine. I'll sprinkle some food on the floor, just helping it get kick-started in life. And it does have a little stuck shed, which is surprising because it had plenty of humidity. So what I'm going to need to do, actually, I will show this to you guys. We're going to need to mist this little one just a little bit so I can help pull off this shed here on the gecko's back, because for whatever reason it's stuck. And sometimes that can happen with animals, you know, especially if they're not eating a lot at first or something. You know, if they're not eating a lot, that means then they might not have like perfect nutritional balance. They could be a little bit genetically weaker or something like that, you know, or they could just be off to a slow start. But regardless, whatever the reason, he has some stuck shed, looks like around his legs. So I'm going to see if I could easily get that off. If I cannot, I might just let it go. It's really not bad. It's mainly just like, it's not around the eyes or anything like that. Let's see if I can give a little rub. The skin, for whatever reason, is not wanting to come off. Baby leopard geckos are the most susceptible to stuck shed, but this is not, like I said, this baby had humidity. I think it's just linked to the fact that this baby's off to a little bit of a slow start in life, which means that its nutritional levels and all that might just be slightly off, and it'll get jump started. I got a good feeling about this one. It's nice and chunky and stuff like that, so I got really no concerns with this one. And I'm actually gonna try a little bit more, and if I can't really get it that easy, then I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm getting some pieces off here, and I do have tweezers if I absolutely need to. He's gonna do a little poopsies. Looks like he's gonna do a little bit of poopsies right there, just a little bit. And I think I can, yep, I can get a little bit more shed. Don't do it, buddy. When they flex their back legs like that, they gonna drop one. They gonna watch. He's dropping one right now. I can see it coming out his little buddy butt. You see that? He's dropping one. He is dropping one right now. That thing is black. Black as the Black Knight. See, how they kind of flex their little back legs and stuff like that. Look at him. Look at him. That's cool. So he lifts his little back legs. You see that? I'm gonna catch it in case it shoots. I don't want it to shoot into like the water bowl or the powder over there. But that's a pretty cool shot, actually. I'm sure not everybody would like a gecko to poop in their hand. But for the gram, it was funny. We were on vacation in Florida. Man, that is a big old poop. We were on vacation in Florida. Come on, buddy. Are you in or out? He doesn't want to quite fully commit. He doesn't want to commit one way or the other right now. Can you do it? Are you going to do it? See, he has a little bit of stuck shed there around the back legs. I wonder if I have tweezers in the room where I am at right now. I actually do. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some of that skin off a little bit. And unfortunately, I'm having to touch his pooper here. And it's stuck around like his back leg. I usually don't like it when it's stuck around the legs like that, because if a gecko is having a little bit of a shedding issue, that could lead to a bigger issue if it gets stuck the second time around and like I don't catch it right away or something like that. So I'd rather the shed just come off. And we are getting the shed off. So the shed is coming off little by little. See, this is, I don't know how else to describe it, but this happens sometimes where like a little baby will have a higher disposition to like more sticky skin. And I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like a nutritional thing, a genetic thing. And most of them will just recover as time goes on, no problem. No problem. But the skin sticks to them a little bit tighter. He's still got that poop there. He's still... Can we focus? He's still got that poop there. It's just a... He doesn't want to drop it or something. I think I got all the skin that I would like to get. So we're just going to leave this dude with his little poopy hanging out for all of the internet and world to see. And then he'll be good on his own. All right, buddy, I'm going to put you back. Now, I will rinse these. Wash my hand. Let me wipe my hands first. And then I have this little mister thing here where I can wash my hands over the garbage off to the side. And then I will wash the tweezers. Leave the tweezers there in case we need it. And then I will wash the lid. Anyway, if y'all missed the gaming and streaming live stream, I thought that was so cool. The sound was a little bit loud for the gaming part, but I will fix that next time. I know where I went wrong, and I will fix it. But it's not bad. You could still chime in for a lot of the conversations and stuff. So I'm still going to keep this guy on the watch list until I feel like he's fully in the clear and no longer needs to be on the watch list. Oh, this guy's on the watch list too. But it looks like he's also doing really good. So these guys are a bit small for their age and size, but they are Black Knights, and they did, wow. They were off to a slow start originally, but this guy's looking pretty good right now. I think he's going to grow up, be a nice little Black Knight, and we'll have him on the website. And we'll keep him with the Black Bull. Black Knight for the Black Bull. Little mist. Rip. And fold. Rinse, wash, and repeat. And I usually listen to like podcasts or something while I'm doing this, but there really was no good podcast that I wanted to listen to. And so I was like, let me make my own. Benefits of being a content creator. When you don't find something you want to listen to, or content that entertains you, make your own. Okay. And we're going to do medium worms again, just to be safe. Make it easier on him. And we'll sprinkle some on the floor. And because this doesn't have the escape lip, some will naturally fall out onto the floor anyway. And this guy's going back. Be careful not to squish them right there. Double check the water. I always double, triple check the waters. Even after I put them back off to the side, I make sure I didn't miss water, didn't miss food. Because if it's going to be another week or so before I come back to these guys, I want to be very careful with that. Here's his little watch sticker. He probably doesn't need it anymore, but I'm going to put it on there anyway. Let's see, we got slightly bigger ones there. Slightly smaller ones here. I have another. Oh, this one's a watch hold back. So I marked this one as being really dark. And it is really dark. Holy cow. This is beautiful. This one is so beautiful. Pitch black at this age and this size, remarkable. Because usually at this size they have a little bit of pattern to them. So if it doesn't have pattern to it, you know that you probably got a real stunner on your hands there. Happy Easter once again. I'll have to share my testimony sometime of why I believe in the resurrection and Jesus and God and Judgment Day and all of that. I mean, the Bible says that every man has a conviction in his heart that all of this didn't come from nothing. Creation didn't come from nothing. The physical world didn't come from nothing. Something didn't come from nothing. Alright, looks like he's doing well. We're going to give him... I'll also give him mediums, even though he's like past the medium stage. Sometimes I like to baby some of them. You know what I mean? And because he's a Black Knight, we're going to give him some special treatment here. Is that going to be enough? I'll give a little bit more. He's a growing boy or a girl right now. Cool. And we got water in there, so everything is good to go. We will show him off one more time. Really cool little one. Little one. Trying to get the face shot there. Nice belly. Nice white belly. And this is very harsh lighting, like super harsh lighting, and still coming through really dark. So we're going to keep the watch on there because it's a holdback, and we just want to keep an eye on our holdback sometimes. So I'm going to put this other one on top. And then what we do for now, until we build rack systems for these guys, we stack them on the shelf, and then we have these little clips. And the little clips, oops, what did I just do? The little clips make sure that the lid doesn't pop off. Even though the lids usually lock in place, some lids are not good. And some lids are just like easily come off, so you want to make sure they're locked. And see, I'll double, triple check the water, so I'm making sure everyone's got water, food. I always like to double check everything. And speaking of water, I've been drinking a lot of it, so I need to actually go myself. I'm going to do all the Black Knights. So we got these Black Knights. We got these Black Knights. This Black Knight. These Black Knights. Okay, I'll do those Black Knights first. Here's a little sneak peek. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just gotta pee. Alright. I grabbed my charger because we are using the flash right now, and I feel like that's really gonna drain power. Did this? Oh, that is... Alright. It drained 10% in like a half hour. That's not horrible for having the flash on. So this is Black Knight Afghanicus Generation 2 growing up, so pretty cool. This is only a 2nd generation and it's already really dark. I'll usually spray the water at the end, but since I opened it now, I could do that now. Now this guy has a lot of worms left, so maybe I won't give him as much next time. You can see how many worms he didn't eat, but I like to like overfeed rather than underfeed, especially especially any holdback that we want like growing quickly and stuff. So, how are you, Apilex, and Jeanette? Poopsies. All right, let's do a little spray. This guy's starting to get to the age where we're going to use 2 paper towels, but same technique. The rip and press. And humid hide. Actually, this guy's at the age now where he's going to get a top opening humid hide. So this is a top opening humid hide. And there should be some dirt here. Yes, there is. So, top opening humid hide. We're going to spray that down. Pretty good. Fill up with water. The top highs just make it so they can't kick dirt out once they get to a certain age. Now this guy will definitely be on larges. We'll give him a full bowl there. And could be good to go. Yep, this guy's got everything he needs. Make sure he's not anywhere where you could hit him. Alright, next Black Knight. Ooh, this one's a little smaller. And these guys are all from different birthdays and whatnot, so I would expect Some to be bigger, some to be smaller. But pretty cool one. Nice golden yellow tones. Pretty cool face. Trying to see if we could zoom in on his face or tap into him there. That guy, we'll put him, see, he also didn't eat a ton. And he's still kind of small, so I'm just going to, sometimes I just spray in the hide if they're not in there. And again, he's got some stuck poop right here. Boom. The poop is usually bone dry. You could hear it rattling. And so it doesn't make any mess. You can lightly spray down the tub. He's getting a little older, so we'll give him 2 paper towels thick. And we're going to put his humid hide down. We're going to put his water bowl down. His food bowl here. We won't give him as much. I'll give him some mediums this time, and we won't give him as much. So sometimes we look at the individual gecko and see how much is the individual gecko eating, and then we will give it food based on that. So I'll say goodbye, everybody. It's time to go. Say goodbye to him. Water, food, I always double, triple check. Alright, we got... Ooh, this one's actually shedding. So, lucky us, we caught him in the middle of shedding. So, we could take a look at what it looks like when the gecko is in the middle of shedding. And as you can see, he's just going to eat his shed, which is pretty cool. Yum yums. And then I'm going to see if he peels off the rest of his shed off to the side here. And then if he doesn't, we'll probably just help him just because we are here and we interrupted his shed. So he might have a difficult time getting off like all pieces. I mean, they usually do a pretty good job, but sometimes if you interrupt them and spook them, it like rips the shed, and they don't pull it off in like one full piece or something. So it could be helpful to give them a hand. We're gonna upgrade his humid hide as well. He's going to get a top opening hide also. And I like keeping the geckos in these individual tubs because I think they do fine growing up in pairs of 2. I would definitely not put them more than 2, but because they start nipping at each other and stuff. But yeah, so I could see he's got a little bit of shed on his hands, so we're gonna help him with a little bit of that shed, and it'll just come right off for the most part. See, if he's plenty hydrated and the humidity's okay, the skin should not be super tight, and it just comes right off. That's pretty cool. You can actually see the pattern of his skin there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And he does have a glove. And he did give me a little poopies. But he does have a glove on his hand, and you want to make sure you get the skin off the hands in particular. I knew he was going to poop too because he's a chunky monkey, and those chunky monkeys just be shooting out that poo. Alright, we want to make sure he's got nothing stuck anywhere else, and he is good. I got a little urate on my hand, but that's a-okay. That's a $2,000 poop right there. Alright, so he's got plenty of worms, looking good. Pop that on, got water. Gonna rinse my hands. And wipe my hands well. Soon I want to breed leopard geckos. I only have 4 females. There you go. Give me those mealworms. Whiskey Coley, hello. Yeah, we used to save the old mealworms, but then we stopped doing that. It just got like time consuming and all of that stuff. This guy's getting a little bigger too, so we're also going to convert him to a top opening hide as well. But here's another pretty cool black knight growing up. You could hear he's kind of squeaking a little bit. And see, this is what I mean. Most of them actually have some pattern and color to them, or pattern to them, and then they usually like fill in over time, or they usually like get darker over time. You know what I mean? So, just joined. Yeah, he's pretty cool. There's those extra mealworms. You want those extra mealworms? Alright, scraping the poo away. This is the easiest thing to do with like a metal spoon or something like that. It's pretty cool. Light spray. 2 paper towels. Rip. And press. And we need a humid hide. There we go. Water. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Literally. 1,000 times, literally. But no, we don't do like 1,000 in a day. I would say this guy's getting older, so we'll give him some more there. I'd say on average, like, Brooke works really fast. Tatum works really fast. All of our guys are really good. I'd say probably the best times on average is about like 100 or 150 tubs in like a 5-hour shift or something like that. So that's like a good goal to shoot for. And it is late, so I hope I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, our workers do a great job around here. But that sounds like that's about what it is. Maybe like 150 tubs in 6 hours. It comes out, we did the average, you know, and that includes, you have to fill up food, you have to fill up water jugs. There's so many things you have to do besides cleaning tubs, but it averages out to about 2 to 2.5 minutes per tub. So it's about 2 minutes and like 15 seconds per tub average. When you factor in all the other tasks that have to go on besides cleaning the tub. So like you might be able to get this done. This one's still a little small, so we'll leave them there. You might be able to get 1 tub. Like I bet you if you timed me right now, I'll get this tub done in like a minute, minute and a half. Especially if I'm not like talking, I'll definitely get it done in a minute. But you have to factor in breaks. You have to factor in paper, like materials and supplies. Oh, this one's a little. That you have to be like getting food and stuff like that. Here's this little one. This is a little one. I'm just gonna mist in here a little bit. I think this is going to be my last task of the evening. I wanted to pair up some leopard geckos. See, for the smaller ones, we will toss some food on the floor. And then I will sprinkle powder on the floor and the bowl. There we go. This one's going to need eclipses. So we're going to clip it there. Going to clip it there, and this one's good to go on the shelf. Double, triple check the shelf. And we are good to go with that shelf. There's another smaller one. Let's see if she comes running out. Sometimes they come running right out. Oh, this one has a funny shaped tail. Little bit. You can see a little funny shaped tail on that one. How many geckos do you have? Redneck. Hello. We have like, right now we have over 1,000. When your females are ovulating, do you offer them less food? No, more food. When females are ovulating, more food. Same thing when they're breeding, more food. Some females will go off of food, but if they're eating, more food, 100%. Because their body's gonna lose a lot of weight if they go off of food or if they have less food. So yeah, I mean, at the peak of breeding last season, we probably had like 2,000 geckos on hand. Right now, we probably have around 1,000 to 1,500 or so. And we're heading into next breeding season. But this breeding season, we're mainly focused on... I mean, we're going to breed all kinds of stuff this breeding season. But we're definitely breeding a ton of high-end black knights, high-end tangerines, high-end like white and yellows and stuff like that. So, one more look at this guy with this short little, almost like a African fat tail looking gecko, or a knob tail because of the little shorty tail right there. And that's not bitten off, it's just it was born that way. So all right, well, we got a few more stuffies here. See, that's gonna be all those red tubs. That's my goal for the night, to get through those. So I need you guys to pray for me. Take care, Whiskey, because I am tired. Alright. This one's a little older, a little bigger. I'll put that in a different section, maybe. No, I think they're all going to start to be a little older, a little bigger now, so that's fine. Ooh, I love this one. Okay, we're getting to some interesting stuff now. Look at this. Reverse stripe. Tremper albino. It is pretty amazing. Raptor. This is a raptor. So this is a reverse stripe raptor. Reverse stripe often goes with raptors and stuff like that a lot of the time, or het raptors. So basically, if you were to look at his eyes or her eyes, they would be all ruby red. This one actually can definitely be upgraded. Definitely upgraded. And sometimes if the lid is a little bit, if the hole of the lid is a little bit big, we could just duct tape it a little bit. Just a little bit. Kind of from both sides here. Right. The piece was too short the first time. Okay, there we go. And that's probably not even really necessary. I just like to do it to help it like retain some more moisture in the humid hide. And we're gonna have full bowl of food. Large mealworms. Oops. Beautiful, beautiful. It won't show you its eyes because it is a raptor, so it's albino, but very stunning, very gorgeous. I'm a little more excited to like breed raptors again. Number one, the name sounds cool. Number two, they just look cool. They look like kind of bubblegummy colors and stuff like that. I'm taking a look. Yeah. All of those guys are pretty big. So, I am exhausted. I'm like falling asleep right now. So, I'm going to put this guy away. And we will do the rest of these guys tomorrow. So, I don't know if I'll be able to stream that. I don't know when I will officially be able to clean those, because tomorrow I might have a pretty busy day, and especially if I sleep in because I'm up late tonight. I don't know how that's going to affect the schedule for tomorrow. But if you haven't seen, here's a quick snapshot of our pretty new rack systems. So these will be for 6-quart tubs, and then we'll also make some for 3-quart tubs. And then we currently right now also have one for 28-quart tubs, but I took it and put it in the ball python room for right now. So I'm so tired, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out here. I hope you can enjoy this video, watch it back, and also look forward to our next videos. Like I said, I did do a gaming live stream earlier today. So let me know what you guys think about that. I thought that was pretty cool. I would love to like challenge other breeders in the hobby and actually like play with them and against them I think that would be pretty cool. Don't you say? Different fans of different people could like back each other up and be like, "Oh, Frank's going to go against such and such." And then their people's going to be cheering on their breeder, and then our people will be cheering on our breeder, you know? So I think that could be a pretty cool collaboration and just like fun event for the reptile hobby to participate in. So, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, have a geeky gecko great day. Peace.